from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Usually these people are genuine, and I become part of their family and their everyday lives. And it's sad that people are scamming people that are actually innocent looking for work.
A Fargo woman wants others to be aware of a scam that is targeting those who are just looking to care for your children. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us.
It's an old scam with a new twist impacting more than just one woman in Fargo. This time, the scammers are using the website care.com and using local people's identities.
Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop spoke with one mother that partially fell for the scam and another whose identity was stolen to make the scam happen.
Mama's boy.
Alicia Nabbit was looking for a job to support her 6-month-old son. She looked at care.com, a website that connects families with caregivers. She applied for jobs and thought she found the perfect fit watching a 4-year-old girl in South Fargo.
Gave me an address and phone numbers and a start date for work and told me that they were in Canada for a funeral because their mother had passed away and they would be back in Fargo in a couple weeks and I would start on the 9th.
Alicia says she was in talks for several weeks with the supposed mother and even quit her current job at a local grocery store. She was excited to have a better paying job and be allowed to take her son along.
And I don't want to miss out on milestones, him crawling, him walking, but I also have to take care of him.
But it turned out to be too good to be true. The scammer sent her a check ahead of her first week to get her started, but the check was for 5 times her weekly pay. The scammer then asked for some of the money back. Alicia took the check to her bank and learned it was fake.
Told me the check was fraudulent, and I came back to get a hold of them, and their account was gone. So I'm kind of stuck right now looking for another job because this fell through and it was a complete scam.
Alicia informed the website. Care.com has a section on their website warning people about the 2 common scams they see, the overpayment and pay in advance scam. Now here's where the story takes a twist. The name the scammer gave was a Brienne Toos, and the address listed on it was of an actual Fargo home. We went to check out and found the homeowner was Brienne Toos.
Really shocked just to hear all of this. I did get recently charged from care.com.
Brianna says the bank put a hold on her account, but she didn't think anything of it. She later learned her card was compromised and her identity stolen.
They claimed that my card had been used at a local store and that they had gotten my information from that somehow. They didn't know which store it was, though.
Both victims of the scheme, Alicia and Brianna, want people to be alert.
Some innocent teenager who's looking for work, this could happen to them and it could ruin their life.
Just keep track of your bank account.
In Fargo, Ashley Bishop, Valley News Live.
Care.com suggests that people have a face-to-face interview and don't accept money from a person you haven't worked for. To find more tips about this scam, go to our website at valleynewslive.com. Alicia contacted us through the Whistleblower Hotline. If you are needing help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, here's some advice. Call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case.
One person is hospitalized after an explosion at a convenience store in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Emergency responders got the call to Pebble Lake Take 5 just before 3 this afternoon. Take 5 is just south of Fergus Falls. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons is live there with more. Natalie?
Andrea, I am at Pebble Lake Take 5, where Fergus Falls Fire Department continues to monitor where the explosion occurred. I spoke with the owner, Bill Ring, who says that during the time of the explosion, repairs to the refrigerator unit were being done. He also told me that one man suffered burns and was transported to the hospital, and he has been identified as Roger Dittman. Take 5 has major damages on the inside, and the cause of what caused the explosion is still under investigation. We will keep you posted both online and on air. Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you so much, Natalie. And again, as she mentioned, stick with Valley News Live for updates on this story.
Warmer temps moved in after the rain moved on. Let's check in with Hutch to find out what we can expect for tonight. Hutch?
Well, we have more changes in the offing as we head through the next day and a half, and it's going to be all caused by this very slow drifting low pressure system that's right now near the international border. On the west side of it, it's pulling down chilly air from Canada To our east, milder air, some of which made its way into the valley. A few spotty sprinkles along and north of Highway 2 primarily as we head through the evening. The rest of us stay dry. That cold air I was speaking of providing us with a frost advisory way out in the western Dakotas. So cooler air is on its way. Right now we're holding on to the 60s in the valley. It is breezy out there and we'll stay in those upper 50s for the majority of our evening. Up north, we'll be in the 40s by the time we head to bed tonight. Mike, we have some cool morning temperatures on the way. I'll have details on that as well as some spotty showers of rain. I'll show you where the best chance of that will be over the next day or so.
Sounds like spring.
It is.
All right, thanks. A new report points out that a possible solution to at least part of the drug overdose problem is being ignored. The online opioids report from Fisher College in Boston basically calls the regulation of illegal online drug sales a joke. Simply search "buy opioids" on the internet and you're taken to a very sophisticated site that protects your identity and mails you the drugs you want. A professor at the Criminal Justice Division at Boston College says basically there's no regulation of online drug sales.
Yeah, it's trivial. It's a joke. There are no barriers whatsoever. These are very sophisticated operations. They run like a business, and for the people behind them, they are a business. They're in the business of selling something that's illegal.
The opioids online report suggests a possible solution to the problem is government intervention to block those online sites that are selling illegal drugs. It's all information that's being submitted to the state of Massachusetts for its consideration.
A local server takes to Facebook to express his anger over a tip he received. $2 on a $213 bill had many of the Facebook commenters crying foul over what some of them said was blatantly disrespectful. Diva Gaber has worked in the service industry for many years and says bad tips come with the territory. She says parents should try to set a good example for their goods when out dining.
We're a result of what we see, right? How we're raised. If somebody doesn't see somebody tipping, who knows? I wouldn't know better if my parents didn't tip.
Gaber also says the good tips usually outweigh the bad, and cases like the one mentioned earlier are not the norm. We reached out to Dwayne's House of Pizza, where the receipt originated. They did not want to go on camera, but say they did talk to the person who posted the picture of the receipt.
Despite reaching out to several Minnesota schools in our viewing area, only 2 responded when asked to provide their bathroom policy for transgender students. One of them, Kitson Central School District. Their superintendent said that they do not have a formal policy in place, but they would expect the girls to use the girls' restroom and the boys to use the boys' restroom. In Crookston, the superintendent of schools there said there is no one in place at this time, but they didn't tell us that if they have a policy or plan to address the issue.
Tater tots have taken Capitol Hill by storm. It's Senator Al Franken's annual hot dish competition between members of the Minnesota congressional delegation.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Our Washington Bureau's Peter Zampa was there as the lawmakers battled it out.
This is a Minnesota tradition. It's hot dish. When people ask me, they go, "What's hot dish?" And I say it's casserole. And they go, "Oh." And in Minnesota, they go, "Oh."
Say cheese. It's the 6th annual Minnesota Congressional Delegation Hot Dish Competition. No politics were involved, but the members of Congress still battled it out in the kitchen.
This is just about fun.
Senator Al Franken and his colleagues put their best take on hot dish before 3 Minnesota judges. Tom Sietsema, an award-winning food critic for the Washington Post, his mother Dorothy Sietsema, a renowned culinary authority, and Ryan Jensen, a Washington restaurant owner. Franken says with such high-caliber judges, fewer fights break out these days over favoritism.
I feel like the heat is tamped down on the competitiveness. I think everyone does their best, but I think this is now the 6th annual, and I just feel like some of the edge has worn off.
And in first place, taking home this year's trophy, we have Tim's Turkey Trot Hot Dish from Representative Walls.
Edge or no edge, winning still matters to the lawmakers.
In all seriousness, it's a wonderful opportunity to gather together and celebrate my achievements.
Though only one winner was crowned, the delegation from the land of 10,000 lakes was happy to ditch the politics and dig into some carbs, if only for an hour or two.
I think there should be more of this in around this place. And this is just a kind of a bonding experience around in Minnesota, a great Minnesota tradition.
Reporting in Washington, Peter Zampa, Valley News Live.
Yeah, they all look pretty good, don't they?
Tater tot hot dish.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a secret with me.
Yeah.
I like it with ketchup.
Oh, so you want me to make it for you?
No, I didn't say that, but
implying maybe?
Well, that's okay.
That's okay, maybe.
All right.
All right, fishing in North Dakota this summer could land you something unique. Details later on Valley News Live at 6.
And temperatures will have a hard time catching up to what we've seen over the past several days. Today, some blue skies, but the heat of the day leading to a few fair weather cumulus clouds. A few of us are seeing showers, all of us cooler temperatures in the forecast. Your detailed hour-by-hour forecast is coming up right after this.